Hey y'all, happy St. Patrick's Day. My name is Kurt. This is Trenton and welcome, yes it is, SLB Basement Bourbon Bar.
Hard to believe. I wouldn't have guessed we're not in our usual shirt.
No.
You made me wear this.
I got all this stuff, man. I got that for you too. You can have that. You can take it home.
Thanks. I'm going to wear this every day as a memento for this special occasion. You didn't get me a hat though. Kind of bummed about the hat.
No, it kind of...
Is that real gold up there?
It might be.
Wow.
It might be.
It looks really
24K.
nice.
I'm not sure.
What does that mean? Oh, carat. Yeah. It looks good.
Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. I only got one hat, and to be honest with you, I'm not gonna wear it the whole time.
Oh, you should. It might be your good luck charm.
It's kind of tight, and it kind of hurts my head. I don't know. Maybe
you got a big head. I got a big head.
It's pretty tight.
Oh man, I can't even get this. I got a bigger head. I can't get this past this right here. Wow. Yeah, that's not a good look. We'll set that off to the side there.
That was horrible.
I roasted you, and then I came back and bit me there.
Oh man! All right. Well, let's get to business here. Are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
Hope you all have a very safe and happy St. Patrick's Day. Have fun, but above all, be safe. Right, buddy?
Oh yeah.
All right. Now let's get back to what we're doing here today. This is the last two rounds of the Sweet 16.
This feels like it's taken forever, but has also gone by really quick. It's weird.
I know. And this is the last two rounds. We're going to be getting into the Elite 8 next week.
Forgot that's what they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elite 8.
Yeah, Elite 8 next week, man.
Sweet.
So we got two tastings to do today. Once again, for those of you that are just tuning in for the first time, Trent and I have no idea the bottles that were even selected for this tournament. So, of course, we have no idea what's even in the glasses in front of us. All we know is that it's cask strength bourbon.
That's right.
That's it. So we are doing this separately, and I just don't remember who tasted first last time.
I think you. No, I did. I think
that doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Since you had the great idea to wear this hat, and for these shirts, I'll let you be the star of this first round here.
Okay.
I'll let you take it.
All right, buddy.
Good luck.
All right, I'm in. All right, honey, I think you had A on my right and B on my left. My poor honey. I feel bad for her. She's not feeling very well. Instead of behind the camera, she's over on the couch, and she's got a pretty bad cold. So thank you for coming down and sharing this with us and helping us with this. And I know you don't feel well, so let's get into it. I'm going to start with A. We'll go with A first. Really nice. Huh. Boy, they got all kinds of nice stuff in there. Some light baking spices, some caramel, maybe some honey. Wow, though. That was a really good sip. It really, really was. A lot of my nosing notes came through on the palate. Definitely added some cinnamon in there too as well. Light baking spices. Honey, I'd say more than the caramel, but wow, on the back end was super spicy. I'm going to take another sip. I did have a few sips before we started filming, so I thought my palate was adjusted. I'm going to take another sip. Yeah, a lot the same. Soft on the palate as well. Kind of a really nice mouthfeel with this one, but a little bit spicy. A little bit spicy on the back end. All right, let's check out B. Oh yeah. A little darker on the nose, more of that dark caramel, maybe a little butterscotch. Wow. I like that a lot. for me, that's a lot of butterscotch right there for me. I think I'm getting a hint of a real dark fruit in there as well. Yeah. Just a tiny, tiny bit of bitterness on the back end. Maybe some of that oak is just a tiny bit bitter. This is a tough one. They're two good ones, and they're almost opposite of each other. But I think today, honey, for today, I'm going to have to go up with butterscotch because this got some nice butterscotch flavors. So today, I'm going with letter B.
I feel like that took him a long time. Usually when it takes him a long time, it means he was struggling with his decision. So I'm going to try and go quick so that I kind of trip him up, maybe get in his head a little bit. What does this say? That's really nice. That's like a lot of nice caramel notes to it. A little bit of sweet tart, maybe a little bit of a candy note there. Sour apple, sour. Oh yeah, definitely like a sour green apple, something like that. That's nice. Wow, that's completely different. Still has that caramel in it, but it doesn't have that sweet note that you would get from like a sour apple or a candy or something. Leans more into a little bit of a bitterness with sort of a chocolatey kind of note. Definitely some oak on there. That's really nice. What is this? B? Nice, nice. Oh, I really like that. This is my first drink of the day, and honestly, this doesn't drink like a cask strength or a barrel proof to me. It drinks more like a 100 proof, maybe like 105. Well, now that I say that, it's a little bit burny, down in here, but definitely not singeing the throat there. Ooh. Now that's interesting because on the back end of this one, you definitely get more of a little bit of a sourness, and I really like that. It's everything I like about the palate on A, but on the nose. Wow. This is going to be a tough one. I see why he took a while. I should stop talking smack. Wow. Okay. I think the biggest difference for this one for me is that A is a little bit lighter, where B has a little bit more oomph, a little bit. You can definitely tell it's a higher proof. I don't know if there's much of an age difference here, or if the bitterness is just coming off of the oak from these two. Oh man. One last one, I promise. Yeah, B's got a nice chocolate thing going on. Okay, well this is the last one, for real though. Oddly enough, A has sort of a peanut butter note to it. But, wow, I could honestly go either way on this one. I think at the end of the day, for me, just because this is a cask strength, I'm going to go with B, actually. B gives me a little bit more of those cask strength characteristics, a little bit more oomph. It's a little bit heavier on the palate, a little bit more viscous than A. A's really solid, drinks really low proof. I'd be happy sipping on this in the afternoon or whatever, but the palate is a little bit thinner than B, so I'm going to give the leg up to B on this one.
All right, fella, how'd you do with this one?
I was talking a little bit of smack about you during my tasting. Wow. I'll just be honest with you.
What else is new?
I was saying that you had said that this was a tough one for you when we were passing each other on the steps, yeah. And I was like, I'm going to try and go quick so that I can trip you up. But
but you couldn't do it?
No, it was hard. It was really hard.
Well, in my opinion, these were two separate animals. But to me, they were both pretty good.
Yeah.
I liked them both. And I'm going to say this, but I'm going to say this now, because I might be right and I might be wrong. But if I know your palate, you might have picked a different one than me.
Okay.
So we'll see when the time comes. Don't say anything.
I'm not going to say. I'm not
But
going to
we'll
say
see,
nothing.
because I'll be curious to know if I actually, know your palate a little bit from doing the show and everything that we do, because I think in what I tasted, you might pick opposite of me.
I feel like we're on the same wavelength. I think you might be incorrect, but we'll see. We'll see at the end of the month.
All right. Let's get ready for the next round. The last round of the Sweet 16. All right, we're back, and my lovely wife, Trenton's mother, poured us the last round.
This will be a good one.
Let's hope so.
I feel like one's darker than the. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I thought I saw that. I didn't do the.
I got to get down and level with it.
I see that, but it seemed like it. So, hey, you're up first, buddy. So good luck.
All right,
and hope all the best for you.
This will be an interesting one.
Yes, it will.
All right, as I pointed out, one is definitely darker than the other. The one in glass, I think this is glass B, is a little bit lighter than glass A. I washed these out myself with a rag that I smelled, so I don't anticipate any musty rag notes, but we'll see. I've been surprised before. Get a little bit of it in here. It's honestly a little bit musty, but I honestly don't think it's from the rag. I think it's just a little bit. It's like a mustiness kind of mixed with maybe a little bit of a dusty kind of note. It's definitely heavy on the nose. Whereas this, again, is a little bit fruity, I want to say. Like, again, maybe like a green apple, red apple, something in that kind of family of things. Definitely sweet. I'm going to actually start with B this time. Very light on the palate. Wow. That has got a really interesting plum, or some kind of, like what I imagine would be like a dried plum, or some kind of dried fruit, maybe a little bit. The sweetness is there, but there's also something that I'm not super familiar with on the palate there. And then A to me, oh wow. A to me has some really nice, what Kurt's probably going to call quintessential bourbon flavors in it. It's a little bit bitter at the end, maybe a little bit sour also. But you get a really nice caramel in there, maybe a little bit of like a marshmallowy kind of thing. A really nice sweetness in there. But again, it's dark, like not only the color of it, but it's really kind of thick on the palate. I wouldn't say it's super thick. It's kind of medium viscosity on the palate. I'm getting something in it. I'm getting something in there, and it's like a bitterness or some kind of oak, like a. I don't want to say harsh oak, but it's definitely up front. I don't know if that's because this offering is lower age than B here, but. Yeah, I don't know. After getting a little bit of that bitterness on A, I think for me, I'm going to go with B on this one. I think I went with B on the last one, but B on this one again. All right, we're back. Let's dive into this right away and see what we have. I believe last time I started with A, so this time I'm going to start with B and see what we have. Well, that's beautiful nose. It's kind of marshmallowy. Hint of caramel, marshmallowy, toasted marshmallowy. Really nice. Wow. Whatever that is very good. The boys did good picking that bottle. That is everything good you want to know. Caramel, toffee, vanilla, a beautiful oak note, like a sweet oak. Kind of like if there was an oak candy bar. Very, very sweet oak. Really, really nice. Creamy, very viscous. That might be the best sip so far. It's hard to remember. It's been a while
with all the tastes, but that was fabulous. Let's get a little sip of water and we'll move on to the next one. Letter A. Now this is the darker one. Ooh, profound nose. Like dark. Almost like a dark cherry in there too with some dark baking spices. Wow. Wow. That one also good. That almost leans to like a raisiny note, like a raisin. And again, like on the nose, with the darker baking spices, like even into an allspice possibly. Very good. Very interesting, actually. Very good. Tiny bit of bitterness. Doesn't bother me whatsoever. A lot of neat flavors in that glass, but unfortunately, A ran up with a monster today. In B was otherworldly for me. So on this particular tasting, it's got to be B. All right, now I have to say that one was very interesting and a couple of really good pours.
Okay, so you thought they were both pretty good.
I did.
Okay,
I did. I really did. And I've got to be honest. One of them might have been the best sip of the tournament for me so far. I'm not
really.
You know me. I'm knocking on 60. So remembering what happened 4 hours ago sometimes a little bit difficult. So it's hard to remember all the sips we've had so far. But this was a spectacular round.
I thought this one was. I think both of the rounds were actually pretty tough.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah.
I don't know about you.
They were both good.
I hope that I'm not screwing anybody's bracket. I'm sure I'm messing up somebody's bracket by my decisions. But I'm always up for an upset.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. All right, that's all we got for you tonight. Sure appreciate each and every one of you. One quick reminder: Trenton tonight is on Matt Madness. So if you're available and you have time, make sure to support him.
8 p.m. CDT. We're not on CST anymore. CDT. 8 p.m.
All right, man. And I'll be watching. I know your mom will be watching. So
we'll see how it goes.
All right. Go get him, buddy. That's all I can say. Make us proud.
That's a lot of pressure.
A lot of pressure. As always, we ask you to please drink responsibly at all times. Even though today is a big party day, drink responsibly. See you next time right down here with Trent and I in a good old basement bourbon bar. See you later.